And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Cleveland Guardians. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Gavin Williams.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Austin Wells leading things off and takes a strike. Now 1-1.
That's inside. Ball 2.
It's just the 3rd pitch of the night, and already a little question on the strike zone of the umpire in this one.
Next pitch is downstairs. Smoked on the ground a second. Throw on to Santana. 1 up, 1 down. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Aaron Judge, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That one found hard the other way. Judge waits. And that one cutting but missing down low. And that's in the dirt. Next offering misses. 3-2 now.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Judge rips that one. Kwan makes the grab, and there are 2 down. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Yankees nothing, Guardians coming up. Back after this on the show. And we're back. And getting to start, Clark Schmidt. What do you have on him?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Bottom of the 1st. And now here is Stephen Kwan. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Ball 1 there.
1 strike. Touchdown.
Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a miss.
Full count.
Got him swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Now here's Nolan Jones. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Jones tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. One out, base is empty.
That's a ball.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Counts 1-0.
In the dirt. Jones stands at first with 1 out. And that one hit to first, and he can't come up with it, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. Here's the Guardians lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Guardians turned away in the first. We played 1 in Cleveland with no score on the show. Back here in Cleveland, digging in, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Williams back to work. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Next one misses, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Good eye in that spot. And a pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings through it for the K. Gassed it right by him.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Two down, bases empty. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. That's to third. Sends it across to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Yanks held in check. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. So in now for Cleveland, Carlos Santana. Outside, ball 1. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike.
Ball, that's in.
That one almost got him. Battling here as he fouls it away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now, Gabriel Arias. Good power, not great in the OBP department. First pitch misses.
1-0.
And that's downstairs and outside. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
That one missed. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
And there's the automatic. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And ball four, two aboard.
Not the start to this inning he was hoping for on the mound. Now he's going to have to really dial it up against the bottom part of this lineup to get out of this jam.
First and second, no outs. And now the center fielder, Angel Martinez. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2.
That's down and in.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not close with that one. 2-2. Way inside. No outs. Runners at first and second. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Now a relay to third. In there safely. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
0-1 now.
That's a ball.
And that's down and away. Second inning here, no score. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. And that's outside. Brian Rocchio in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. He goes down looking.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Big RBI for him right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. And Cleveland on top 1-0. There's a strike.
0-1.
Arias over at second. Rocchio at first. 2 out of the inning. Next offering misses down and away. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Late swing, foul to the left. Way inside, and that hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. So they're all loaded up. Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Jones. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's a little bit low. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Bottom half of inning number 2. And there's a ball. Right through there for a strike. Right side. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. The batter now, Jason Dominguez. On a line, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Pablo Reyes stands in. That one hit to right. Jones makes the catch for the out. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. First offering, and it just misses. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To Rocchio at second for 1. Over to first. That's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Guardians 1 and the Yankees 0. Here in Cleveland, and now Jose Ramirez. Ramirez getting to start at the hot corner, hitting third in the lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Outside low, and it's 2-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That hits the dirt, and that's ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that is out of play. Three-two on the way. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman,
Kyle Mansarda digs in for the Guardians. Fly to left his first time. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. And that one fouled off. The next offering misses, and that is ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is down low. Going to count 1 and 2. And that one cutting but missing down low. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the Guardians there, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back now at Progressive Field. And now the catcher comes up to hit, Austin Wells. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next offering way upstairs. And there's a foul ball. In the air, left field. Quan settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away. It's Aaron Judge now. He's 0 for 1. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a curve is down and in. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The Yanks down by a run. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is down low.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, It's trouble.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That one's carrying. See you later. He'll touch them all. It's his 8th home run of the year, and this game is tied. It's 1-1.
He hit that into the wind, and it still had enough to leave the ballpark. He really connected on that pitch. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1. Hit in the air, center field. Martinez in position. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here is Goldschmidt. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. Foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Next pitch misses. Now 2-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Solo shot from Aaron Judge for the Yanks. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Gabriel Arias. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. And that skips in the dirt.
Strike.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the ground, right side, Chisholm fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. 0 for 1 so far. That one down the line, and it's off the bag. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Wastes no time there. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
1 gone, runner at first. And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. Cut on and lifted in the air. Dominguez on the move. Snags it for the 2nd out.
Up next for the Guardians, the shortstop,
Brian Rocchio getting ready to hit. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And there's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 outs. On the ground, out to short. Volpe throws to first in time. That's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4. All tied 1-1. Back here in Cleveland, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Williams back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One, 2 now. That one missed. To third. And that one handled. Throws to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. First time up, he grounded to third. And that one upstairs, ball 1. And that's in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
And foul ball. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Curveball drops in there.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
And now the count filled up 3-2. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 5th. That's a base hit.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. And he's already singled in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Volpe leads off first with 1 away. And that one is downstairs. Ball 2. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one misses, and it's 3-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Pablo Reyes stepping in now for the Yankees. And that is downstairs. And that's ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Curve in the dirt.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. He hit into a double play his first time up. That one lifted to left. He's got it, and that's the third out. Yanks strand a pair. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. Fought off foul.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Feels like almost every at-bat has gone full. They've worked a full count 6 different times, and that's the main reason his pitch count is so high right now.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ah, that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
You know, Boog, there always seems to be that oh-no moment for the pitcher when he's lost control of his pitch, and most of the time, it's right when he lets it go. He knows that it's not headed where he intended it to go.
Jones in the box now. Takes strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And now it's even up. Movement in the Yankees pen. Mark Leiter Jr. getting loose out there. Hill getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
That one not close. And the count is 2-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
That catches the corner. One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Off the plate that time.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So up next, Kyle Manzardo. Pitch misses,
that's the ball.
and it's 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Fouled off left side. Kwan, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls.
In the
2
dirt,
strikes.
blocked. Two outs. Just off the inside edge.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Carlos Santana in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now batting first baseman.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Clark Schmidt out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
New arm out of the bullpen, Mark Leiter Jr.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
First and second, 2 outs. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. 1 for 2. And fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. That's off the mark. And the count 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
New inning getting started. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. First pitch just misses. Strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1-1.
next offering is fouled back. That one misses in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Line drive. Kwan makes the grab, one down. Here comes Aaron Judge. He's already homered here in this one. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. That clips the corner.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts. Yeah, that's fouled off. Bellinger goes 6 feet 3 inches, 205 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2013. And that's downstairs. And the count even 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Not in time. He's got a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Gavin Williams won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. New pitcher on now, Tanner Bybee.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
Paul Goldschmidt now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Line drive. And that's the 3rd out. The Yanks lead 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the inning. Now it's the Guardians DH, Gabriel Arias. Just missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brian Yarbrough, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Gomez, the right-hander, also getting loose. And the 1-0. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Ground ball right side. Dives and he can't hang on. Flip to the pitcher is in time. And they get it out of the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
So digging in, Angel Martinez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Lined into right. Reyes makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor. First pitch misses. And that one missing low. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. The Guardians go down in order. Still tied, 1-1. And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. And here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Ball one there.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Swings through that one for strike one.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
At the plate, Anthony Volpe. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings through that one.
There might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
To first, maybe a 2-ball. Acrobatic throw for one. Back to the pitcher covering in time. It's a double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
So 2 down now, and here is Jason Dominguez. And there's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air to left center. Kwan brings it in for the 3rd out. Ryan Yarbrough takes over on the mound. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Brian Rocchio now at the plate. Foul ball there. Just missed. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Stephen Kwan, the next to hit. And a foul ball. That one fouled off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Line drive, Volpe. Tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Nolan Jones.
So in now for Cleveland, Nolan Jones. 1 for 3. Breaking ball in there for a strike. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. And a foul ball. On the ground. To first, 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Offense held in check there. We look ahead to inning number 8. All tied 1-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Cade Smith.
Now pitching to the Guardians, number 36. Cade Smith.
Pablo Reyes digs in now.
Right fielder, Pablo Reyes.
That's a strike. 0-1. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And there's 1 down. And here is Oswaldo Cabrera. count is downstairs. Ball one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Emmanuel Clase preparing to come on if needed. Heron, a left-hander, also throwing. Swing and a ball popped up. Rokia. He's got it, and there's two away. Stepping in, Austin Wells. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
That one well upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two down, nobody on. And it remains 2-2. On the ground to third. Ramirez sends it to first, and that will end the inning. Nothing across here this half. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied 1-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Yoendris Gomez. He's been so good against lefties. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. And delivers outside.
Ball.
Slice the other way and foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Right side, Reyes. And it's caught for the out.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle Manzardo. That pitch gets the inside corner. It's 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Ian Hamilton getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. Pitch misses. 1-0. And that clips the inside corner.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The 1-1.
Ball 2.
just missed. Gabriel Arias in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Dominguez makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Ninth inning coming up. All tied 1-1. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now the DH, Aaron Judge. Smith back to work. That misses. And that is ball one. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone. Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Cody Bellinger in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ball four, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Making a move at first. Pinch running here. Oswald Peraza. Here's Cody Bellinger. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. There's a strike. With the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the ninth. That one missing inside. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at-bat. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swing and a miss. And the count even at one.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Two down.
Now batting, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. shortstop takes a ball. Two on, two outs. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back now at Progressive Field. And now Gabriel Arias. Pitch misses inside. And that's ball one. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Ian Hamilton getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. And that is out of play.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Breaking ball misses down and away. This one in the air. Cabrera puts it away for the out.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Martinez in the box, lays off for ball one. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. And it's even up.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That's too low. And that's ball 2. And that one is inside.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Bo Naylor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. One down, base is empty. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ball 4. He walked in, and that keeps things going. Substitution being made at first. Coming in as the pinch runner, Lane Thomas. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Bo Naylor will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Ball, that's out.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Here's a 2-1. And the sweeper misses.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And fouled off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down. Winning run on at first. Popped up. Foul territory behind the plate. Makes the grab. And there's two away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now it's the shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Bellinger in a full sprint. Long run, tracks it down. And that is the inning. Lane Thomas into the game as a defensive sub now, and he'll take over in center.
Number 8.
The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Tim Herron.
Now pitching for the Guardians. Number 29. Tim Herron.
Go-ahead run on base, Jason Dominguez. Stepping in now for the Yankees.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Man at second. Misses off the plate. 1-2 to count.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. First and second. No outs. Reyes now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Check swing, called strike. Activity in the bullpen. Emmanuel Clase up and throwing. Ortiz warming up as well. With the go-ahead run standing at second. And here in extra innings. Swings and misses. That is strike 2. That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
First and second, no outs here in extra innings. In the dirt, but kept close. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Hit on the ground might be 2. Manzardo to second. Out of Santana, 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. Santana with the throw to first. That's the third out. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Ian Hamilton. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Kwan getting ready to hit. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. And that one almost hit him.
2 strikes.
And that one lifted in the air center field. 1 away.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Nolan Jones digs in for the Guardians. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
1 away, and the game-winning run stands at second. The winning run on second base. That one outside, and the count is 1-2. Stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Winning run stands at second. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone. First and second, 2 outs. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. On the ground to third. Over to Goldie. And we're headed to the 11th. Back here in Cleveland, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. That's inside. Oswald Peraza in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Go ahead, run on base. Now here is Oswald Peraza. Entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance for him here. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Fouled off down the right side. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're here in the top half of the 11th. swing, and he popped it up. Rocchio on his way over. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Now batting is seven-footer Cody Bellinger.
Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. Known for his late inning heroics. And that one clips the corner.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Not even close there. 1-1. And that one ripped into right. Makes the grab. 2 down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. That's hard hit on the line. And that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now at the plate, Carlos Santana.
First baseman Carlos Santana.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Nope. 2-0.
And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Jazz tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter
Gabriel Arias digs in now.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second, first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
So 2 balls and no strikes. And another ball.
Fellas feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Lane Thomas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 1 down, and the winning run at third. That one finds the corner, and now 3-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. First pitch, not close. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Across is the winning run, and the Guardians walk it off in the 11th.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
And your final score here today, 2-1. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.